Right, so here is the video. Situation in Russia is insane. She makes a bunch of different claims throughout this video. The first 10 minutes are primarily just garbage. Just completely cartoonish. Like, I can't even acknowledge. Like, I can't even take it seriously. Like, she says Russian living in barracks. Like, I can't even take that seriously. Like, this is just a cartoonish propaganda.
This is our universe. In the city of Chita, a grand opening happened. A wooden toilet outside.
A grand opening happened. This is Narodny Front. It's a Telegram channel which covers frontline areas, war-torn areas. Basically rebuilding efforts conducted by the government to try to rebuild completely destroyed areas. And I'm not exactly sure, but this looks like they set up a temporary toilet or something, and she's parading it as some sort of grand opening. So this is just completely propaganda on her end. She's literally making this shit up. I mean, I don't even know what to say. This is just cartoonish. I'm not even gonna like go into that. It's just a fucking joke. She's literally just making shit up here. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Russia plus Zimbabwe equals friends. Apparently that's insane to try to befriend an African country. That's just unimaginable. Putin wants to bring back 1950. Santa is a spy. Essentially the first 10 minutes of this video is just really just made up shit. Satire, really, the first 10 minutes. However, here at the end, she has two claims here that maybe had some, I thought maybe had some substance to them. So we're going to go over that quickly. I'm going to try to make this video less than 5 minutes. She says Russia bans anime fans. Let's take a look at what she has to say.
And in the State Duma, every day there is a new ban. And strangely enough,
That's not true. There's not a new ban every day. She's making that shit up.
we have already got used to it. But this time again,
We've
Deputy
already gotten used to it. Oh my god, no.
from the Kirov said that she wants to ban the propaganda of loneliness.
Okay, deputy of the Kirov Oblast is not the State Duma. Those are two different bodies, legislative bodies. One of them is on the state level, and the other one is on a regional, like, sort of more federalized level. So that's not the same thing.
Kirov said that she wants to ban the propaganda of loneliness. I wonder, if I live and walk alone, is it already a propaganda of loneliness?
What the fuck? What is she talking about? What the fuck? I don't even know what she's talking about. Like she's like using some hyperbole there. But anyway, let's see what she's saying here. Maybe she has some substance to her claim. Let's see.
So she proposed to ban the propaganda of loneliness because it naturally threatens our fragile traditional and family values in the country.
Okay, so I did some research. In her video, she doesn't provide any links, any websites, anything like this. She doesn't provide any news articles. No sources. There's nothing in the description except the donation links. So I went ahead and did the research for her, or no, I did the actual journalism part instead of making shit up in front of a camera. And it's in the Kirov region, a bill has been developed or proposed to ban the propaganda of loneliness. So this did happen. Granted, it was 5.5 months ago, or would have been 2.5 months from when she published this video. But essentially, there was a deputy of the Legislative Assembly of Kirov region, who is a single mother, might I add, proposed a bill to prevent dissemination of information on the internet, media, films, and advertising that promotes termination of family relationships, aka divorce. She herself is a single mother of 2. So it was a proposed draft in November, late November. It's a draft law, which means it was never passed. It was never ratified. It never actually, made it through. Upon further research, there she is, a video of her. New bill banning propaganda of loneliness, which she proposes to send to the State Duma. She probably proposed this because, as I said, she's a single mother. It was a draft bill. and it never made it out of the proposal phase. It was actually rejected. Kirov deputies have rejected the bill, but it was noticed in the State Duma. State Duma acknowledged her concern, but the bill was never actually passed. It stayed in the proposal phase, and it never made it out. It was rejected. Let's see what Yulia says.
Advertising cinema to ban a lonely and selfish lifestyle. So I bet when she'll ban it, everything will start working like clockwork. Traditional values will blossom like flowers in the spring. No more Europe leader in HIV and divorces.
So somehow she says this is banning anime fans, which it has nothing to do with anime. So she just made that shit up. She literally made that shit up. And also she never mentioned to her viewers, which are unsurprisingly primarily comprised of Westerners, that this law was wasn't passed. It was rejected. This law was not implemented. It was literally rejected. But she doesn't mention that, and she tries to portray it as dystopian Russian law, even though this was never made it out of proposal phase, draft phase, and it was rejected. Never even made it to the State Duma. So she's literally making shit up here. She's literally like this straight up propaganda, dude. And of course, her viewers, which are unsurprisingly, as I said, Westerners, don't know any better. So now about the Russia bans food. Let's see what she claims Russia has banned food. Let's see what she says.
What else will make Russia great again? Of course, it became a tradition since 2022, changing names. McDonald's changed their name, KFC, KitKat, Nesquik, and many others. But this time, it's not a brand, but a dish name. Get ready for the usual names of frozen products disappear from stores. There is one amazing...
So I'm just gonna quickly insert that it wasn't a tradition. It was that those companies, Western companies, left Russia and Russian companies took their place. So Russian companies that have different names took over. It's not that they were renamed. It's a completely different company. But anyway.
Dish called Kiev cutlets. It's actually called like that. Kiev is the capital of Ukraine, if you didn't know. It's a chicken fillet with batter and herbs inside of it, fried in breading, and it tastes amazing. Now you won't be able to find Kiev cutlets in the store. You will find cutlets with batter and herbs. This is a new level of delusional reality. Food makers are thinking about radically renaming gastronomic classics, or simply play it safe just in case. Apparently they are afraid to sell something with enemy words in it. Therefore, they are urgently changing it to something extremely neutral. But it doesn't sound like a dish name, it's just a dull list of ingredients. Cutlets...
Oh my god, this is insane, dude. Dude, the situation in Russia is insane, dude. Kiev cutlets are being renamed. Oh my god, that's insane. What a dystopian society we live in. Holy shit. The word Kiev is being changed. Oh my god, dude, that's insane, dude. That's an insane situation. So I actually decided to do some research. Is this actually true? Is this massive news that the name of a frozen food is being changed? Is this actually happening, or what's the situation with this? What's actually going on? So once again, I decided to do the actual research here because Yulia doesn't provide any sources cite anything on her video. So I searched buy Kiev cutlets on the internet. I searched like purchase Kiev cutlets, and here on Ozon, which is a popular grocery store website in Russia. It's like a grocery website where you can order food. I searched Kiev cutlets, and here we can see we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different brands of Kiev cutlets that you can literally just buy. This one has 1.8 thousand comments, and it has 4.8 stars. Like, these aren't... These are still available. You can buy these. Like, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. These are still available for purchase. Kotlety-po-kievski. There's like 5 different brands here of frozen Kiev cutlets you can buy. Their name hasn't changed. It's still the exact same. And mind you, that's almost 3 months after she uploaded this video. I'm not exactly sure where she's basing this claim. Again, I wouldn't know because she didn't link any source. She just seemingly made this shit up. Kiev cutlets are still available, and they're still called Kiev cutlets, so... I'm not sure if she just made this shit up. As far as I can tell, she's just made this shit up because Kiev cutlets, 3 months after she published the video, are still Kiev cutlets, and there's still like 5 different brands that all say po-kievski, which means from Kiev, basically, or Kiev style cutlets, basically. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure where she's basing this claim, but as far as I can tell, she just made that shit up. She also said urgently renamed. Oh my god, they so urgently renamed it that 3 years after the special military operation started, they renamed it. It was so urgent, they waited 3 years to do it, if they are even doing it. I don't know, she might have just made that shit up, but as far as I can tell, Kiev cutlets are the exact same. I'm not exactly sure what the hell she's talking about, and because she doesn't provide any sources, I can't even, I can't even, I have no fucking clue what she's talking about.
With batter and herbs, it's like calling the Big Mac buns with patty sauce and vegetables. What's next? Of course, we shouldn't stop. There are so many hostile names that require urgent renaming. Borscht must certainly become soup with beets and cabbage, burgers, buns with a patty, sandwiches, bread with slices of cheap meat. And if you're
She then goes on to make this like bullshit hyperbole claim that the Russian government is dystopia. It's gonna rename all foods. Like even if they did rename Kiev cutlets, they still have the word cutlets in them. For some reason, she made this like hyperbolic claim that burger is somehow affiliated, or like I don't know, dude. Taking the word Kiev, which is the capital of the neo-Nazi regime, which is ethno-supremacist, intentionally killing Russian civilians since 10 years now, 10 years ago. Somehow that means redefine the word burger, even though that has nothing to do with Kiev. Like it's just nonsensical. And mind you, all of this is assuming that that's not just fucking made up. That, as far as I can tell, 3 months later, and Kiev cutlets are not going anywhere. It hasn't been renamed. I don't know where she made this shit up. But anyway, Russia bans food. Oh my god. Putin's just evil dystopian regime. This is like elementary tier propaganda. Like, this is just fucking ridiculous. This is worse than Western media. It's just straight up lying, just making shit up. This is so bad. And this video got 200,000 views with 14,000 likes. So yeah, she's claiming temporary toilets set up in frontline areas for destroyed villages. That's like oh my god, that's the toilets everyday Russians have to use. She's lied about that. She's claimed Russia banned anime, even though it had nothing to do with anime, and the proposed law, which was proposed by a single mother of two, which the proposed law got rejected. And Russia bans food, which I have no idea where she came up with that, because I mean, as you can see yourself. So yeah, this is the level of this NFKRZ style. She's like exaggerating shit or just straight up making it up. And her Western audience, whose audience primarily comprised of Westerners, don't know any better. They think they're getting the real Russian news or some other shit like that. And you might ask, how do I know that her audience is primarily Westerners? If we scroll down here into the comments, from a Ukrainian American, please relocate if you speak like this. It is the truth, but it will have you jailed. Stay safe. And then he says, my father is Italian. Yeah, it's just, this is the shit that Westerners watch for like supposedly Russian news. I mean, this is a fucking joke. Yeah, I mean, this is just a joke. This is how Westerners think this is like a sort of the NFKRZ style titfluencer. It's literally exaggerating things or straight up making it up, because I watched her communism video, how to betray millions, and all of it was just basically Solzhenitsyn style, just straight up BS about the Soviet Union. It's just complete BS. So, but yeah, it's primarily for a Western audience who don't know any better and are seeking confirmation of their already Russophobic worldview, and they don't know any better. So when they see videos like this, it's like a confirmation of their Russophobic worldviews. So, as I said, it's like NFKRZ style titfluencer.